What's up, guys? Take a look at my favorite NBA bets, also known as my favorite player props for today, November 15th. I uploaded a prizepicks video a little bit earlier today. This is a little bit different. We are switching and focusing a little bit more on the sportsbooks side of things. However, I am absolutely in love with prizepicks. It's my favorite player pro website out there. If you do want to join, use my code DOMG. The link is down in the description below. It's available in most states and most of Canada. You have to be 18 years or older if you do want to join. I uploaded a video again earlier talking about prizepicks. This is going to be focusing a little bit more on sportsbooks. However, this can still apply to other player pro websites out there, kind of like prizepicks. And the last time I did one of these types of videos, we did go, I believe, 3-0 on the day. It was like Cade PRA and a bunch of different things. It was probably like a week and a half ago last time I uploaded one of these videos. I'm going to try to be a little bit more consistent with these types of videos. If you're interested in seeing every single player prop that I rock with, you guys can go ahead and check out my Patreon. This is stuff that is not featured in my YouTube videos. We have over 480 members in the Patreon right now, which is absolutely insane. Seriously do appreciate you guys for just, number one, watching my videos, and two, for those Patreon members out there as well. There's NFL, NBA, or both of those combined, and there is also a fourth tier. Check it out if you are interested in seeing every single thing that I'm playing. But let's hop over and talk about some of these sportsbooks plays. So I have like 4 different plays for you guys today that I'm definitely liking. 2 pretty much main plays and 2 leans. I'll explain why. I'm a little bit iffy about those in a second, but make sure you take your own risk and look into these more on your own, and let's hop in. So the first play that I'm liking, and probably, I guess, technically my favorite right now, I'll explain pretty much myself in a second right here, but I like Spencer Dinwiddie to go over 2.5 3-point makes. Let's check out scores and odds right here. So this website right here is called Scores and Odds. It shows you the odds on every single sports book out there. So let's hop over to 3-pointers, and we're going to take a look at Spencer Dinwiddie. So he's about a -110 on sports books, -120, -113, depending on where you are playing on. PointsBet, though, has the best odds right now at -110 according to Scores and Odds. Now, this is also available on Price if you hop over to 3-point made tab, and then we take a look at where is he at? Dinwiddie right here. 2.5 3-point makes. He's on the board there. And by the way, if you're not on PrizePicks, every single Tuesday we have players discounted. Paul George is discounted from 24.5 points down to 19.5. But anyways, switching back to Dinwiddie right here, let's take a look at how he's been doing recently. He's been 6 for 8 last game, 7 for 12, 4 for 10. He's been shooting really, really well from 3. He's been having a lot of really, really good attempts. However, there's also some bad ones mixed in as well, like against the Brooklyn Nets. He was 0 for 3 from 3. So you got to kind of factor that in as well. But then you kind of bounce back 8 3-point attempts, 11 3-point attempts. I'd say he probably is going to get about 8 3-point attempts this game. But there's also a pretty solid matchup, and let me explain why that is. He's expected, by the way, to start at shooting guard. However, you probably will get a little bit of point guard reps as well. If Luka is off the court, he'll probably be starting at point guard right there. But like I said, though, he is at home against the Clippers today. So 7-point spread for Dallas. Over-under is at 212, so he's going to be at home against the Clippers. We take a look, shooting guard against the Clippers. They are allowing the 3rd most 3-point makes to the shooting guard position so far this season. So they've been allowing a lot of shooting guard 3-pointers so far this season. We can switch it over and take a look at the point guard as well. And the Spurs are, I'm sorry, look, we're looking at the Clippers, not the Spurs. I don't know why I couldn't find them, but they are right here at 2.97 3-point makes per game to the point guard right there. So that's probably the first player prop that I'm really, really liking today right there over on Sportsbooks. But we'll take a look, though, and I'll also talk about the ones I liked over on PrizePicks. I like on PrizePicks, I like, where's he at? Brunson. I like Jalen Brunson over 18.5 points. He is still available on PrizePicks at 18.5, despite him being like a -150 on certain sportsbooks. So that is something that I'm liking for the PrizePicks board. If you are on PrizePicks or another player for website out there, I do like him over there, but not necessarily on Sportsbooks because he's like bumped up to 19.5, 20.5, -150s to go over those props. So that's why he's not in this video. But let's take a look at my second player prop here. And this is why I was kind of like, I guess, iffy before, and I wasn't like for sure about it, is because I only like this if Nurkic is not playing. I like Jeremy Grant over 5.5 rebounds or over 5 on PrizePicks. That is if Nurkic does not play. So let's hop down to this game right here. This is going to be at 10 p.m. tonight, the Trailblazers and the Spurs. So let's hop over to props. Let's take a look at the rebounds right here. So the rebounds right here, Jeremy Grant, he's a +110 on DK, +110 on MGM, +106 on FanDuel. I like him anything plus odds. If Nurkic is out, you have to lock this in. I'm going to lock this in if Nurkic is ruled out. As soon as I see Nurkic is out, I will be locking that in right there, but it depends if he's out or not. We'll see if he is going to be out in this game right here. So, but until that news comes out, I'm not locking this in. And there's a couple reasons for this, though, and why I like him without Nurkic. He's had 6 and 8 rebounds in 2 games without him so far this season. He's had 8 rebounds and 6 rebounds in those 2 games right there. We take a look at the matchup, though, and he is facing the Spurs. He will be at home against the Spurs. It is a little bit of blowout potential at 8 right there for the spread, but at 226.5 over under in this game right here. So I'm liking the spot though for him. Take a look at the power forward rebounds per game that the Spurs are allowing. The Spurs are allowing the 8th most rebounds per game right here to the power forward position. So I'm liking the matchup right here. I'm liking the hit rate without without Nurkic for Jeremy Grant. So I like the spot a lot for him right there. With the Portland Trailblazers this year, he's at 42 and 39 minutes as well. He's been getting a crap ton of minutes. If he has those same minutes without Nurkic in a pretty good matchup, I absolutely love this spot, especially with plus odds on sportsbooks or with it being at 5 on prizepicks. I like both of those spots right there for Jeremy Grant. So that's what I was meaning in the beginning of this video. But let's take a look though at another guy here that I'm kind of liking. We got to type in his name here because I didn't have this up before, but I like Sabonis here. I can never pronounce names right. I don't know what it is with me, but I like him here to go over his rebounds and also assists. He's at 5.5 assists and he's at 5.5 rebounds. It is a little bit juiced on certain sites though. We take a look. Let's hop down to this Kings game right here and take a look at him. So rebounds right here for him right here. Let's take a look, and where's he at? There he is. He's at plus 104 to go over 12.5. I don't like him at 12.5. Minus 130 is solid. Minus 135 is solid. Minus 139 is definitely pushing it. I don't like it at minus 150. You can find him in like the minus 130s, I'd probably say, or, you know, a little better than that, of course. I do like the spot for him to go over his rebounds here against the Brooklyn Nets. So the Brooklyn Nets here, let's take a look at this game right here because he will be at home against the Brooklyn Nets here. 1.5 point spread, 226 over under. Should be a little bit decently fast-paced game right here with a short spread, which means that this game should hopefully stay close with a lot of points scored and a lot of rebounds potentially going up. So I like the spot for him to go ahead and get his rebounds right there. And it's going to be a pretty solid matchup as well. If you take a look at these center rebounds, they're allowing the 4th most rebounds per game to the center position at 17.17 rebounds per game so far this season to the center position. Now let's take a look and dive into his assists right here. His assists, he's been killing this recently. He did this in, how many games is this? 7 straight, I think it is, if I counted that right. 7 straight games, he's gone over 5.5 assists. So again, he's going to be at home. We already talked about the spread and everything like that. Now let's take a look at the matchup. So center, and then we'll go to assist versus the Brooklyn Nets here. So the Brooklyn Nets here is not an extremely tough matchup, but it isn't a very, very good matchup either. So probably ranking about 20th, I'd probably say, right around there. 3.51 assists per game. I don't really pay attention to the number because like he's gone over 5.5 assists plenty of times, and you know the max right there is 5.5 assists to the center position. So not too many centers are really dishing it out. So I really pay attention to more where the team's rank rather than the number right there. So I like the spot though for Sabonis here to go over his rebounds and also his assists in this game here against the Brooklyn Nets. So both these are available on PrizePicks, by the way. I believe he is still at 5.5. Yes, Sabonis is at 5.5 right there. His rebounds should still be 11.5, and yes, it is. So it's available on those sites as well. Let's take a look at the odds and where you guys can get him at here. So where is this right here? He's at 5.5, minus 136, minus 135. Again, probably minus 130s. I think minus 140 is probably pushing it right there. But I definitely would not go over minus 140. If you're forced to play on DK, I'd still like it there, I guess. But minus 135, minus 136, I think is a pretty solid spot for this right here. Hitting 7 straight, decent matchup against the Brooklyn Nets here for his rebounds and also assists. Maybe you want to play his rebounds plus assists. Tailor your own risk and look into these more on your own. Don't go directly just off of what I say. Do it at your own risk. And that is pretty much going to do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys have a great slate today. We were 3-0 in the last time that we did one of these types of videos. PrizePicks link is down in the description below if you want to join PrizePicks. 18 years or older, available in most states. Patreon link is available if you guys want to join this. NFL, NBA, and all sports are available. Get you guys my rankings, my write-ups, all that different stuff for these different player props. So that's going to do it. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys next one. Peace out, boys.